Okay. Podcast 3, the first NA uh, guest, I suppose, in the fucking podcast, which is kind of fun and stupid because NA is kind of dead. But either way, we have Cosmo, number
Hello.
one ranked player in MJ, with was it like 43,000 some shit?
I can check. Hold on.
43,000 something like that.
Currently at 44,396 points.
But okay. So, can you give us a quick, introduction to you, Cosmo?
Um, I'm Cosmo. I find it fun to kill a lot of people and play really fast.
Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god.
I'm not really prepared for this.
You're not? Okay. But I mean,
No.
nobody's actually prepared. Have you seen the podcast? People like, when I say, describe yourself or like introduce yourself, like, I play MJ. It's like, come on, man.
I mean, I did literally just get back from, you know, from our DMs and everything.
RDM? What is it?
In our Discord DMs. You
Oh
know
yeah, yeah,
how,
yeah.
everything.
Straight to the fucking point of, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like that. I'm sorry. I'm very aggressive and shit.
fine, it's fine.
But
Also, I will
mhm.
give you permission. You noticed how earlier I talked about some other stuff personally.
Yeah.
Uh, I will give you the biggest permission of your life to talk about it if you want to.
I don't need. I mean, we can go there, but it doesn't really matter if you don't want to.
I mean, I don't really care. I'm already like over it.
Okay.
Like
But
2 days after it happened, I just didn't care.
okay. But you could describe it. You can introduce that if you want to. Talk about it if you want. A
I
little bit
could.
though. Just a tad bit. You could like
Well, I
describe
mean,
what's like the thing
you,
going on.
yeah, you kind of have to word it correctly. I will
Listen, I'm
say
very direct. Okay, please,
yeah, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Just describe
Here,
the
I'll.
situation that happened 2 days ago or 3 days
All
ago.
right. So basically, I was having a fun time with friends and everything.
Yeah.
Uh, and at the time, I was dating someone,
Okay.
IRL, and we had been dating for almost a year at that time.
A
Uh,
year,
I knew
damn.
them pretty well, and they knew me pretty well. But just recently, they decided to break up with me because they didn't love me anymore, and that they said that I had anger issues,
Okay.
which
That's
for
fucking
some reason
harsh, dude. Holy fuck.
uh what I do know is that there was another person involved.
Jesus.
Yeah, so
That is
they were
so
talking
shitty. Holy
they
fuck.
were talking to someone behind my back, and
Oh
like
my
in my opinion,
god.
it was really dumb because why would you do that as you haven't even broken up with me yet?
That's a bit
And
fucking bitchy in my opinion.
yeah, and so now every day that I see her in science class,
Oh,
I
that is
just
even worse, bro.
yeah. Now
Dude.
listen, this is funny, alright? I literally walk with her from my science class
Bro,
all the
get
way
the
to
fuck.
lunch.
Nah, get the fuck
Listen,
out of here, bro. Nah.
I
Every day?
basically yeah, every day. So what I do is I take some random item that I have and I
Yeah.
just smack her on the back of the head with it.
That's worth it though.
Worth it.
That's karma, bro. That's karma.
Yeah, karma.
Respect that shit.
And it's also to knock some sense into her head because what she is like going through
Based.
is honestly just making her think a certain way. And in my opinion, I feel like she's gonna end up making mistakes,
What do
and
you
I
mean,
don't want
like
her to do that.
acting like a bit like a hoe or some shit? That she becoming like a
No,
what do you mean? Like
uh,
a somebody that's very ignorant or some shit?
you could say that, but you know as to how Rarity is, furry and everything.
Is she a furry?
No,
Is she a
but
lesbian?
partly. I
Oh.
will also say the fact that she decide to go to the trans stuff.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm about to make your video like get the worst comments of your life because I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty homophobic. I'm gonna be honest. Straight out. I
Holy
honestly do
shit.
not support it. In my opinion, it's pretty dumb.
But that is so southern though. But
Yeah.
like
And to be
it.
honest, but that's the thing is that as soon as she dumped me, I went on MGA,
Yeah.
US East,
Okay.
and I saw Sposeidon and Shamil on there. I
Okay.
told them about it. They said, "Bro, you just dodged the biggest bullet of your life. You are Giga Chad." And just me and Sposeidon proceed to just cyberbully Shamil.
Damn, fucking Sarbuli Shamil, man. That's kind of
Yeah,
sad. Why
we just
Shamil,
sat there
man?
souping him. He could
Okay.
not physically go anywhere. It's so
But
funny.
let's talk about MJ a little bit, because
All right.
they were kind of in the early stages of like Cosmic and Dog, where like they were like the top people,
Yeah.
kind of I would say, and like I would see you Cosmo and like Poseidon play, but I never actually saw you guys play against Cosmic or Dog that much. So I
Well,
mean, you play
when you
against
put
them,
it
right?
like that, yes, I have played against Cosmic a lot. Dog, I played very little,
Yeah.
much of because even when I started playing, I definitely saw him a couple times, but then he just disappeared. And honestly, I kind of confused. I was really
Okay.
confused because I liked the fact that he played, and I really liked to play against him. But
He's a good
I will say
player.
that yeah, um,
But did you see what happened to the fucking combat clash?
yeah,
Cosmic and Dog just leaving the tourney
yeah,
mid
they just
fucking
left.
match. I love that shit, but
I mean, then again though, like I was away, so
yeah, yeah, but like
I couldn't really stop what was happening
it is
because
what it is though. It is what it is.
yeah.
But like Cosmic and Dog, like how was that? How was it to like just be there playing against
What
somebody like
how was it
Cosmic?
to fight Cosmic in her earlier years?
Yeah. How like
Honestly,
describe us like, cause that is like playing against someone like that kind of player at an early stage of your career. I mean that's kind of it's like playing against Kaiser the first fucking day. You know what I mean?
that's the thing is that honestly, when I first played MGA, believe it or not, I saw Cosmic. The first day I ever hopped on the
The
game.
first day.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I fought her. I can't remember, but I do remember that the main reason why I rose so quickly was because I heard Poseidon, Smosey, and all these other amazing players that used to play in NA a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I liked the fact that I would fight them because, in my opinion, it felt like I became faster. Because as soon as I stopped playing against them and I played against someone else,
Yeah.
I felt like I was so much faster. I
Faster. I
was
was just
predicting
speed.
everything so much earlier.
Yeah. So playing against somebody like at that level, just and then
Yeah.
going to
And
somebody like
honestly, I found it
MJ.
really fun to fight Cosmic at that time,
I could see that.
believe it or not. You may have heard me like rage a couple of times in voice
Yeah.
chats, but like honestly, now I just don't really care about her. Uh and in her earlier years, I even still back then found it fun because like I said, I became faster, but um I think in my eyes that she has downgraded, and I would like it if she actually played more
That is
because
true.
then,
That is true.
uh, even if there's new players, you have to think those new players, if they still find MGA fun, they're gonna come back even though they got destroyed, which is what I
Yeah.
did. I found it enjoyable, very entertaining, and it made my uh mind go like crazy for it.
It's kind of similar to me. Like I got destroyed by Luffy so many times, I just kept on coming back, try to defeat him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that. Respect that shit. Like Cosmic has just been this character that
yeah.
just keeps on giving, if that makes sense. Like she never breaks characters. Insane. Like no
In
matter
my opinion,
what.
I find that another aspect about it that's fun.
Yeah, she never breaks character. I don't know how do you describe her? Like describe. I can't even put words. Like
Um,
she.
Fast, a very well-known player, and in my opinion, one of the most feared.
Yeah, but like personality. Like
Personality?
I feel like she's the definition of radiation. If that makes sense. Does that make
Well,
sense?
personality-wise, I would probably say like a person who doesn't really care about many things. Because then again, though, I'm pretty sure, cool if you don't know this, but I'm not sure if you know this or not, but
Well,
from rumors in NA back in the day is that Cosmic used to be 17, or is 17.
she's now 17, or she used to be.
Back then, they said that she was 17, but that was over a year ago, and I have no idea if she's now 18 or whatever,
Well, when
because
was it back in the day? Was it like 1 year ago or some shit?
yeah,
1 year
a
ago?
little over a year ago.
She was 17 and destroying people. I mean, I was 16. Actually 17, so
I mean, hello.
same. I mean, you're 13, 14.
Yes.
If I
No,
remember.
I'm 13. I'm still 13, my friend.
Damn, damn.
I turn 14 in 10 days.
Bro, you know how young MJ players are? Do you have any idea? Bro, fucking.
I have an idea.
Yeah, like, yeah, why used to be fucking. How old was that motherfucker? 13? Just
White
fucking.
was 14 when he breached the top 10.
Yeah. He might have played when he was about a fucking baby or some shit, not gonna lie. Like a little tiny baby, bro.
I think because like me, before I even discovered MGA, I was mainly into games kind of like Left 4 Dead 2 and rhythm
Okay.
games, kind of like FNF, stuff like that. And I
FNF?
really honed, yeah, not FNF,
What?
FNF.
What is that?
It's kind of like a rhythm game where you're playing as a character and you have to hit notes and everything.
Like, I have no idea what that is.
I can maybe send you a video.
Yeah, but keep on going, keep on going.
Um, but in that kind of category, I you could really see how much I've improved because back then the rhythm games would always improve my reaction time, my hand-to-eye coordination, and I would practice aim, precision, and movement all in Left 4 Dead 2 because
Yeah.
in Left 4 Dead 2 I used to speedrun game
Oh, you used
and
to speedrun!
yeah,
Damn. How young was you, fucking, back
when
then?
I got Left 4 Dead 2, I think I was of the age. I have no idea how old I was, but I was like 7 or 8. I was in like third or fourth grade.
Damn! And you were speedrunning?
Yeah,
Fucking hell. Okay. Keep on
I
going.
I I understand. I understood like all the movement keys because I used to watch toss videos back in the day of Left 4 Dead 2,
Is he like a
and
YouTuber?
well, no, not toss isn't a YouTuber. Toss is a subject known as tools assisted speedrun,
Oh, okay. Shit, I don't know that.
and it's kind of like scripting on certain things,
Okay.
but those were really entertaining to me, and those made me want to speedrun. So I learned how to speedrun naturally, and then just recently I have started getting back into the game, and I've started using scripts.
Okay.
You can
So,
even do rocket jump maps. Toss.
I
They're
thought you were gonna say
RPGs.
you can do rocket jumping in fucking uh Left 4 Dead 2. I was like, holy shit, what
No,
the?
you cannot.
Can't you like shoot people though? Like make them bounce around or some shit?
Yes, actually you can.
Yeah, I forgot how
The
fucking that
weapon known
works.
as the grenade launcher. If
Yeah.
it's a very precise way on how you have to aim it, but you also have to time it to where the player and the kind of explosion hit at the same time, and
Okay.
it boosts you at an insane speed. There are times to where you could be going 1,500 velocity, or you could be going 2,500. You have no idea.
Just
It's
random kind of.
mainly based on the timing. If you get it pixel perfect, who has no idea how fast you can go?
It's fucking okay. That's nasty though. Holy shit. Though.
Yeah,
But
it's really uh, it, it's a really precise thing to do, and it's really difficult.
but it was more difficult though. Getting to row fucking what's it called? You had a video row to first or some shit. Row to number
Oh,
one in MJ. Remember that fucking video? You
you
getting to
mean
number
the
one?
oh, you mean
Yeah,
getting rank one,
getting rank one.
and that was 4 months ago,
Yeah.
and that has 60 views so far.
You know what's crazy though? How the fuck did you get rank one though? With all due respect, because there's a
Uh,
lot of players in that fucking ladder, especially like Kaiser and shit. Like to get
well,
how much fucking points did you have when you got to rank one? Do you
when I
remember?
got to rank one, I think I can check the video. Uh, it was.
36 maybe or 34. There was
I'm going
something
to the
like that.
part.
Cause I saw you like on the ladder. I was like, what the fuck? This guy's rank one somehow.
Wait, so Poseidon at that time had 34,566. I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
was 1 or 2 points away from actually getting it. I
Wow.
just wanted the 1 point ahead so I can screw with Poseidon. But once he actually took it back, and he took it back by like what, 20 points or something the next day, I was like, all right, this is all out war, and we just kept going back and forth for like 3 days.
That was kind of
It,
fun.
it
Kind
was
of nice,
funny.
man. That's wholesome. Fucking
I have
competitiveness.
since that day gained over, well, not really over, but I've gained almost 10,000 points from that day
Jeez, man.
in 4 months.
Have you been killing like newbies or like actual pros?
I think it's kind of like not really well-known players, but players that are rising.
Ooh.
There's been one NA player in who like just got ranked,
Okay.
and he was ranked 198.
198. Do you know his name?
Francis. That's literally his
Francis.
stuff.
Francis. So there is some upcoming talent in NA then.
Yeah.
I thought it was just fucking dead, not gonna lie. I mean, similar to fucking EU, it is. I wouldn't say dead, but like the level in skill that's in EU is so like complex and different. Like, have you
Yeah.
seen Apple? How he fucking plays? That guy is
Yeah, he
so
kind of.
weird, bro.
Well, I wouldn't say it's weird. It's mainly just him practicing strafing to
Yeah,
a point to where he's mastered it.
but like when you play against him, it's like you get these weird hit tracks that don't make sense. Maybe you haven't like have you played against him in
Yes, I've played
recently?
many times against him on EU and NA many times.
You've gotten hit tracks, right? Of
Uh,
course.
the only times that I've ever gotten a hit reg on him was only on EU.
Yeah, but like just imagine getting hit drags on him, like you're in his face and you just get a hit drag. Doesn't matter how fast you go, how much,
What's
like
happened to me?
it's weird how Apple. I don't know. It's hard to explain how fucking Apple plays, and he still does it. He's so fucking consistent at being this fucking weird. That's the
Yeah,
craziest part. Have you any? Do you have any like players like that in NA that are just weird?
no, not really. We don't really have that many people in NA that do that.
Literally nobody. Nobody plays
No,
like
not really.
fucking Apple.
No, no one. The on it mainly NA is consisted of people who join MGA just to jump around, or people who just farm, which is mainly what happens.
Well, that sounds like fucking Dinkelberg, rocket jumping around. I don't think you
Yeah.
know Dinkelberg, but that motherfucker is so weird. I swear to God. Like for like
Dinkelberg.
Dangleberg, that guy literally rocket jumped for like 2 weeks, didn't even kill anyone. And I kept on killing him. He just didn't want to like fight. He reminds me of Litten, man. Litten would like stand in a corner, not even fight
The
anyone.
video where Mauve just
Yeah,
comes in from the sky.
yeah, and it's like you see him fucking in the corner, just standing there, waiting for the MJ bot. So many weird players like that, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
But
I mean that mainly consists of EU, not really NA or any other region.
yeah, but we haven't really talked about NA though, cause like this is a very EU server or like a very EU community, in my opinion. So we don't really talk that much about NA, but can you like describe us about like the culture? Cause it's very rarely like talked about, in my opinion.
Well, NA culture is really weird, you could say. As expected, rule number one is wall bait.
Of course,
Um, Rule
golden
number
rule.
two is hone kind of like your rocket jumping skills to the point where you can C-tap sync consistently and make it so that way you're almost untouchable with ping. That's
Okay.
basically all it is.
Yeah, I've seen that from you guys. You guys are really good at rocket jumping, but
Yeah.
especially like Spasano when he like sinks around, but he never fucking does that in the game. That pisses me the fuck
Yeah.
off. He just looks at you, standing still. Goofy
And you
ass, bro.
said one time while I was just jumping around on EU that I was a pretty good jumper.
Yeah, this is a funny thing. Okay, okay. Me and Bulton called me like kind of good at the rocket jumping, and it's such a fucking cringy way of saying it. So I just kept on saying that to people who could rocket jump. But yeah, you rocket jump really good.
I mean, I have done quite a bit of jump maps. I haven't finished any T6 maps yet,
Okay, wait,
but I
wait,
can.
wait. Do you really think Tempest helps you with the MJ? Be
Tempest,
honest.
in my opinion,
Or like rocket jump.
helps with rocket jumping, and it doesn't really focus on MGA because there's one aspect, extra and everything.
Yeah,
Extra, whenever he does any jumps, he's gotten consistent with playing offline and on Tempest to where he just uses 90 FOV when he does jump maps. But when he plays MGA, he uses 130 FOV because that way he could see kind of like where players are and how he can position himself to outmaneuver
yeah.
them.
It was like players like Kaiser and fucking Subway came back, especially yeah, what's his name? Fucking Pevkill. When they came back from Tempest, they were so shit at the game. Did you?
Well, I mean, Kaiser, in my opinion, hasn't really decreased at all.
No, no, no. But like to the level before Tempest, he was very good, and he
Yeah.
degraded a little bit. You could see it to
Yeah.
everybody who played fucking Tempest. It was such a
Yeah.
sad fucking era. You have no idea. MJ server fucking empty. Everybody's playing Tempest. It's like the most sad thing ever, bro. I don't want to even talk about it. It's so
Yeah.
fucking sad.
Plus NA Tempest servers are filled with people who are brand new to rocket jumping. I don't know why, but I went on Tempest like twice, and every single server was just 8 people, 8 people, 8 people, all because and they were all new rocket jumpers. One of them was literally on jump beef, and no one would switch it off.
Fucking jump
Absolutely
beef,
no one.
man. That's a very weird map.
Yeah,
But yeah. Now let's talk about EU. You've experienced EU, right?
yeah.
How was how was EU for you, bro?
Like going to the
No, no,
EU
no.
MGA server?
No. Just describe us the first like. Let's say okay, you've never actually experienced EU, okay?
All
But
right.
then later on in your career, you meet the EU people. How was that like the first contact? You know what I mean? How was that
Uh, In my opinion, how it was and what went through my mind when
the
I
first
first
time?
saw, because the first ever EU person that I've ever fought was you,
Me?
and I've seen you on NA. because
Yeah.
I never saw anyone other than you, unless you want to consider Kaiser. But even back then, Kaiser, I never really talked to him, and I never really played against him. I was just AFK.
Okay.
But you were like the first ever EU person that I fought and ever talked to. At first, through my mind, I processed these guys are funny in a way to where it'll hurt people,
What do you mean by that?
but it's also in a way to where it'll make you cringe.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you just called me cringe, man.
Nah, nah, nah. Listen.
Holy.
You're
That is
funny. I'm gonna be
disrespect,
honest. You're
man.
pretty funny. Boy
Okay.
is funny.
Yeah.
Pev, not funny.
That is true. He has never been funny in his fucking entire life. No cap. But what's the like after that? Like okay, let's
What made
just
me come to
no,
NA?
fuck
Or
this,
not
fuck this,
NA,
fuck
you.
this. Let's just go straight to the point. When
Alright.
I joined, one of these times I just go to NA just to watch her play.
Yeah.
Rarity and Subway comes with me,
Oh, I
and
saw that.
something happens. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Subway talks shit, and another NA player talks shit. Do you know what happened?
What happened?
You remember? You
Oh,
were
wait.
there.
I was?
Yeah. You
Oh,
don't
man.
remember?
No, I don't. I have a horrible memory. I just remember that you joined and then Subway and Rarity just followed you. That's all I remember.
So you don't remember the toxicity?
Who was it against?
You. You don't
What?
remember this? What? This is like a golden fucking storyline that happened. Are you joking, bro?
I'm not
Broski.
joking.
Bro, this should be like in a movie and you forgot about it. What are you talking like okay, let me
Man, bro, I should have written it down in my notepad. Sorry.
okay, let me okay, this happened. I was playing against you or fucking some other guy. I think it was
Yeah.
Shamil or some shit. And
Hmm.
then, cause I was bored of EU, cause they were just fucking around. And then
Yeah.
Rarity and Subway joins, and they start killing you. And you guys get pissed because they're 1v2ing or some shit. No, you guys
That.
1v2'd me first, and I was like in the voice channel like, oh, these guys are fucking 1v2ing me. They come
Oh
to the
yeah.
server to
Yeah,
bang
I
me.
remember now. I remember it now.
Yeah,
Yep.
they come to back me up.
Listen, the only reason why I 1v2'd you is because I was initially fighting you, if I remember. And
Yeah,
then Shamil just came in out of nowhere.
yeah.
It's either that or I came in from the top ropes and was just flying around. I was vibing, and I might have accidentally come across you and just accidentally hit you.
Yeah,
If
but
that happened,
what?
like, I don't know.
But
But
like, I just said, oh, these guys are 1v2ing me, just 'cause I just said it. I didn't really like,
yeah,
I
and
didn't
then
really
they
care.
came and then just decided to gang up on me. They didn't even care about Shamil.
Holy
And
shit.
then Pev proceeded to join, and then a bunch of other EU people decided to join.
Oh my god. And the amount
Like
of fucking
Lexa.
toxicity.
That day was fun. I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna lie.
god.
But the fact that I decided, like, as soon as they started talking crap and everything, the only reason why is because Reddy started dominating me. Alright? He got 4 kills because all he did was shoot me into Subway. And that's basically how he got the domination. But as soon as they were, like, sitting there on the tower and they were just, like, full talking crap, I just came in and destroyed every single one of them. At that point, I
Holy
wasn't having it. I was like, nah, shut up.
fuck it up. But after that, how did you feel about EU? How was
You?
EU?
Honestly, I didn't really care about it.
That ass? But like,
Yeah.
you know, like, what was your viewpoint of EU at that point? Like, you just
My viewpoint was that people would just troll. And so I was really bored of playing on NA and how everyone was like full dead serious. And I was like, screw it, I'm gonna join EU. So I joined EU. Destroyed everyone? Eh. Well, probably not really everyone, but most of the EU community.
most of them.
Because there are people like Ridge and Kaiser that I couldn't really kill.
Ridge is
You
very easy.
sometimes.
Ridge is very, for some reason, Ridge has become the most easiest player to play against. It's kind of like
Yeah.
it gets boring after a while. Just like fuck this, I'm not playing anymore. And it's so. Have you noticed this? Whenever you kill them, he like screams oh, and then the second time he doesn't really say anything, and the third time he like gets angry in the voice chat. It's so fucking funny. He does that every single time. It's so robotic.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was getting to like you came to EU, and what was his name Shamil as well. You all came to fucking
No,
EU, dude.
I think the only reason why Shamil came was because at that time I was already playing quite a bit on you, and
Mm.
he was telling me that, oh, you shouldn't be complaining about hit regs, and I was like, all right, then I want to see you come in here and fight people who have 40, 20 ping, and you're sitting here with over 150. And he joined, and we just fought each other. I'm pretty sure. Or did me and him team up against you again?
Maybe. I've always gotten 1v2 though. Maybe sometimes I've gotten 1v4'd a lot back in the day. Multiple times.
Honestly, the only reason why I ended up joining those is just because I decided to come in and kill someone because I was bored of rocket jumping.
Okay.
I was too impatient of waiting for you to actually fight me one on one, so I just killed you, hoping that you would just come after me, and we would just fight each other.
Nah, bro. I'm a
Believe it or
fucking
not, that's
1v2
actually
guy.
why I joined it.
That ass? The fucking
Yeah,
subway thing? Yeah.
I actually just wanted to fight you. You were fun to fight.
So hard to fucking play that. Yo, honestly, like, fucking 1v2s and 1v3. I used to be so good at those, like, 1v2s and shit.
Yeah. So you used to be really good at those, but then you just fell off.
Because I fucking, actually, I become better, but people
You
don't
have
know
become
that.
better, I will say. Because if I look at your faded godlike profile,
Yeah,
it now
basically.
says 35,420 points, by the way.
Like, against fucking App and Luffy and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's kind of. But,
Honestly, it's really funny how big of a point gap we have.
but, let's talk about. I mean, the two biggest regions, let's be honest, is EU and NA.
Yeah.
Asia is there, but they're just. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even say they're a region anymore because they're not that competitive. But like, I feel like EU and NA are the only fucking regions that actually play. And we did see EU versus NA on Comeback Clash NA thing with like Poseidon versus Apple, and Apple did win.
Yeah.
However, I do think uh I do think Apple won that just because of his ping. And like I would go far to say I do think NA would win against EU.
If we
Do you
all
feel
had
like
the
that?
same ping, I would say Sposign would win against Apple 100%. Sposign would probably win against most people because he goes like hand to hand against Kaiser on EU.
Wait. Have you heard about wait? Has Busan ever talked about the 20 kill streak? Me on him? Ever?
I didn't even know that existed.
Has he never talked about it?
No, he never
Get
talked
the
about
fuck out of here! I had like a 30 kill streak on this motherfucker. Has he never
it.
like said it about like anything
No,
about that?
he never said anything about you getting a 20 kill streak on him.
This guy is such ego. Holy shit. Okay. We're not gonna talk about that. But okay. Fuck it.
Alright.
We can talk about that later. But let's talk about something else.
Yes.
More meta, I would say. We did talk
Alright.
about fucking Tempest and shit. About how like improving rocket jumps and shit. Like the I've always had this fucking stigma or like this debate about is if you had the best rocket jumping.
Mhm.
Let's say actually let's say you have these two options you can have. You have really good rocket jumping, but your swings are eh. But you can also choose. You have insane swings, but your rocket jumping is just okay. Like, which one would you choose? Like, rocket jumping or swings, in your opinion? Because I always say swing. Swing all the way.
On a normal day, I would normally choose swing,
Yeah.
but when you put both into perspective, they're both really important. And if you really think of it, jumping is always going to constantly improve.
Yeah.
Swing timing for MGA, you could probably just practice that in casual, but if you really want to get like people who have practiced and made it so that way it's almost unkillable and they're insanely good,
Like fucking
I would
boys.
say rocket jumping because at that time, uh, rocket jumping is your main form of movement
Yeah.
in MGA.
But like fucking boys,
So
like boys, just doesn't
yeah,
matter.
boys.
His swings are disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Holy, bro.
On the topic of boy, by the way,
Yeah.
wanna talk about that one clip, that one time.
You know, also fuck, I souped in like 2 times as well. It's so funny. Such a nerd, man. Have you? Wait, do you have the video?
uh, I can get the clip
Get the
for
clip,
sure.
man. Get the clip, man.
Alright, get the
Fucking
clip
hell.
just for
Cause
you.
I wanna have it on my description,
Alright,
just because. But I guess
you are
let's.
included in that, I will say.
I am, yeah, I am. I'm in the fucking voice channel. I forgot. But Let's talk about some more lighter, more
Alright,
chilled questions.
yeah.
This is your opinions real quick. Like, first off, who's the best player in your opinion?
In Europe, in my eyes,
In your eyes, in your fucking NA eyes, your freedom eyes.
could we go through like all of EU history or like currently?
All just everything, literally past,
Everything.
fucking future. I don't give a fuck. Just give us the best player that you feel like is. I would say the goat of MJ, in your opinion.
Of EU?
Not everything. Literally Asia, NA, fucking
Oh.
EU. Like you can just say, okay, Kaiser Gen 10 is better than this guy, and this guy, he's probably the best. You know, you can give us that kind of
Right. I
argument.
would say Moose from the past, like insanely good. He would be able to beat Gen 10 Kaiser. Uh,
What?
yeah, I believe that is what could happen.
That is
And
delusion. What? Okay,
yeah,
this
and guess what?
explain,
Back
explain,
then,
explain.
alright. So I remember there was definitely some things that Kaiser can definitely improve on, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, there's certain stuff like he isn't fully consistent or he relies on this thing and this thing.
He's
He
very
relies on
inconsistent.
certain aspects
Yeah.
to um actually win.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Moose in general, he's a fast player for sure. Um, but he also has the swing timing. He doesn't really need to depend on ping because he understands that within this certain time, he should be able to swing and he should be able to kill you. That is the difference, in my opinion, between Kaiser and Moose.
But like, okay. Let me. Okay, first of all, wait. I'm just gonna give you like a quick like rundown of why I would say Kaiser would destroy Moose. Okay, just
Alright,
hear me out. Hear me
go
out.
ahead, go ahead.
In Duck's server,
Mm-hmm,
he used to do tournaments, right? This one of
mm-hmm.
the last tournaments. I don't remember when it was, but like it was fucking 7 months ago, 8 months ago, some shit like that. Uh, Kaiser played in that tournament, right? And after that, I feel like that was kind of the beginning of the rise of like how how insane Kaiser was, because that's when it was like getting soups and shit. But after
Yep.
that, after Duck's whole like tournament shit, I feel like he was for some. I would always join EU, and he would always win against everybody. Literally, didn't matter who you put him against. Literally, everybody lost him. Apple, Luffy, fuck. I was gonna say Kaiser. No, fucking Aquag, Ridge, me, everybody. Everybody lost to this motherfucker, and it didn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense how this dude wins everything. But
Yeah.
I do see Muzu, like, if he came back, inshallah he comes back, okay? If he comes back and adapts, in my eyes, I, he might win. However, I feel like Kaiser right now, I don't know how to say this because this is such a weird like thing. I'd still believe Kaiser would win now, right?
Yeah.
Like Prime Moose, Prime Kaiser, Kaiser would win.
Yeah.
But with Moose's brain, he could probably improve and like defeat Kaiser, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
he did play against Electron, who had like the same playstyle, kinda. So
Yeah.
I do see where you're coming from. I do see it. It does make sense.
I'm just gonna go straight out and say, like best in history,
Yeah,
Cosmic, instant, no regret.
I do see that.
Cosmic in her prime, so scary, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
How was she? How was Prime Cosmic?
I would say if you put the best Asia, EU, and Dog all together, she could beat them in her prime. No doubt in my mind.
Fucking
Like
insanity.
current day Dog. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Oh,
current
current
gen
date.
COD.
Okay.
And you saw in the tournament how well Dog played and stuff.
I mean,
He definitely could have done better, but
yeah, it's just it did look like. I don't want to be mean, but it did look very like how do you call it? Like amateur in my eyes.
amateur level.
But that's just my fucking brain. I'm very like
Yeah.
I'm very different to that shit.
I would definitely say that Cosmic and everything, would be the best,
Yeah, her
especially in
fucking
her
parts are
prime.
insane. Damn.
I mean, current day Cosmic, if you saw the
Nah.
clip, if you
Yeah.
saw the clip that I sent, she isn't really that good, in my opinion.
She's very great. I remember playing against her. She was very bad. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, she's not bad. It's just like everybody's been talking about her, right? And to see her in action is like, she's not that good. And so there's like
Yeah.
this weird fantasy of people like thinking, like,
Cosmic is the best, and she should be feared,
and like with
and that she's
Kais
so
as
good
well. Yeah, with Kais and shit. It's just like people have been sucking their penises for so long, but like,
that they don't know that she's become worse.
yeah, it's like, because I remember fucking Rich talking about his top five. He's put like some, I don't know what kind of players he put. He just put some random names I don't even know, and it's very odd. Is like it's people put. Let's say me and you, Cosmo, we play against each other, right? Okay, and I hit like an insane 4-0 on you, and like the most insane 4-0 everybody's been seeing in their entire life. And people put that as their like main like argument to say, yeah, Cool is the greatest player. But
Uh,
is he though? You know what I mean?
well,
In the
you really
long
have to
term,
put
is
into
he?
perspective is that um if they're just gonna focus on one aspect and like one time that it happened,
Yeah,
that just means that they aren't focusing on, let's say, the 50 times that I beat you consistently,
yeah,
or like the 10 times, something like that. They really have to look at. Um, I will say you are better than me mechanically, 100%. But there's one thing that you haven't really gotten the used to, and it's of consistency.
okay, that
Because
is very interesting. Okay.
consistency is that you're. I mean, when you put it into aspect, it's true. You're you're rocket jumping a lot. You're being fast, but you're missing a lot of swings, or you're mistiming them.
True.
and you really just have to get that down. And if you can get that down, then there's a chance that you could improve a lot.
I feel like that I have I don't be a fucking dumbass and act like a ego player, but I have improved. But the thing
Yes.
is, people the only reason why Cosmic and Kaiser was so good is because just they were so consistently good. So I could see
Yeah.
why putting somebody like Moose as the greatest player on there, and I do see like you saying okay, Cosmic is the greatest player because they were so consistently good. It was insane. I'm consistently great. No, sorry, I'm really great at playing the game, but I'm just consistently okay at some points.
Yeah.
I play normally, but at certain points I just destroy literally everybody. So it
Yeah.
doesn't. You can't really say I'm the greatest because I'm not consistently great. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I do see like I can't be in that top five no matter what because I'm not consistently great like Cosmic and Kaiser.
Yeah.
So I do like your pick. I do like your fucking Cosmic pick because she was insane, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen her, bro. She was raping people. Sorry, I mean, she did. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking NA didn't lose a match, bro. Holy fucking absolute
It
beast, bro.
was insane. It was so scary, you could say, for new players.
Speechless, fucking
Yeah.
speechless. But now who's your worst? Who do you think is the worst player in your opinion?
Worst player?
Like just straight up, like who's a pro? Okay, who's like who has a name for himself, but you think is just garbage in your opinion
Well,
in any region,
in any region.
any generation as well, any.
Oh.
Is there many? Like, there's a ton of shitty players. All of them, they're all fucking garbage. They also can suck my dick.
um, Aim is, I will say, he's a very ego type player. But I will also say the fact that
He had bad Wi-Fi.
he has some form of name,
Yeah, but like,
but he's nowhere near the greatest.
yeah, but like, I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna defend aim. He has such a shit setup.
Yeah,
Like, it
fair.
takes 1 hour for him to join the game. So I don't know. I think you gotta pick somebody else. In my opinion, I think you just gotta
Fair,
pick somebody
fair.
else. His PC is just way too garbage. Like
Uh,
somebody else than fucking Abe. Cause I mean Aim is garbage, but
yeah.
his PC is also garbage.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and
Okay.
say Mauve.
Ooh.
Now listen, I don't want any beef with Mauve,
Wow.
but I will say that if you put it, he got so confident of the fact that he thought he was better than me because I hadn't played on EU at all in quite a long time, and it was my first time back
Ooh.
on, and he killed me a couple of times.
Okay, and then what happened? Did he say something?
Yeah, he did. He was like, Cosmo, did you get worse or did I just get better?
Ooh. I
That's what he
mean,
said.
thing about Mauve. Okay, I was okay. Let me say my answer real quick,
Yeah.
and you see if that makes sense to you. Okay, and it's like okay, I did. I feel like the worst player is just Accentio. I feel like he's the worst player. Any region, any generation, he is the worst. Like does that sound does that like? Cause I don't want to be disrespectful. He's just garbage.
I don't
He
know who
does
you're
it.
talking about. For some reason, you're just like,
What?
you're kind of like, not talking sometimes, and it's weird.
Okay, okay. I said Accentrio. Do you know Accentrio?
Yeah, yeah. I'm friends with Exandria.
In my opinion, he is worse than the fucking MJ bot. Cause the MJ bot, he swings. For some
Yeah.
reason, Accenture can't swing.
Uh,
Like there's
I
sometimes.
would I would definitely agree, but I don't. I will say that Excentrio, he definitely surprises people for sure,
Yeah,
and we don't know what he's fully capable of.
but it's like it's just weird because he's been playing so long. He
Yeah,
used to play at the beginning of my stage, and he's been the same person for so long. It's insane. Like I would
I mean
say,
I mean for that cool, you just have to give like respect because if someone stays the same for that long, you have to
stays the
understand that
same.
it's that weird.
Yeah, but like if you, in my opinion, in my eyes, if you can improve, if you are improving, I do think you're not the worst player. But if you've been
Yeah,
playing for so long and you haven't improved at all, I just think you're just garbage in my eyes. Cause I don't think anyone in this MJ fucking community is garbage in my eyes. But if you've
yeah.
been playing for so long and you still suck dick, like I don't want to be like, okay, I'm being very direct, but it's just the reality. Like I don't, Mav has been improving. Now he stopped playing. I don't know why. But
I
Accenture's
don't
been
know why
playing
either.
forever and he's still not hitting any swings.
Yeah,
I have to like
Luca has
stand still.
improved.
Lucas also improved though.
Yeah, with his Windows 7 PC.
Yeah, and it's fucking weird. I'm actually the most. It's fun to play in the arena, but I hate playing in the fucking tournaments and shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I mean, you've seen it. When I play in the tournaments, I'm fucking garbage. Yeah? Whereas
Yeah.
fucking Accenture though. Have you seen Accenture in tournaments?
No, I haven't.
That's the
He hasn't
thing, bro.
played.
He has in the EMGL
Oh yeah.
qualifiers,
Oh yeah, true.
bro.
I never watched that.
He was playing against Luffy and he was almost winning.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I never really said his name because
yeah.
if he really tried to improve, he would definitely beat like Luffy and everyone.
So like, this is a weird way of like. I don't think there's many bad players. Mauve, I don't
Yeah,
know,
which is why it's kind of difficult to choose.
but in my eyes, actually, fuck this. I'm gonna say his name. So basically, this is a Russian guy who I've been playing against for like 5
The
months.
guy who air shots?
No, no, not that guy.
Oh.
This Russian guy, fucking Chicago or some shit. He's very, he has like Australian rocket launcher and shit. And
Mhm.
I've been playing against him for like so long. And he's the most
Mhm.
disrespectful player. I'm just gonna say, fuck you, Chicago. You can suck my dick. So that's it. He's the worst player. But
I haven't seen him, but sure.
yeah, cause I fucked him, bro. Of course. I made sure he would never play MJ. I souped him for like 20 hours, man. What are you talking about? Anyways, in your eyes, it's Mauve.
Yeah, because Mav really hasn't played.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like in tournaments or?
No, like in general. I have him friended, I'm pretty sure, and I just haven't seen him get on TF2 at all.
Yeah, he stopped playing, which is he
And in
fucking.
my opinion, like if he does return, he's probably just gonna end up being so bad. Yeah, I see him. He's online.
Yeah, but
That's all he is.
you know what's weird? Whenever he returns, he just becomes better. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. I remember playing against him once. He just kept doing the same shit over and over. He left. You know, after like 1 month, he came back, and he like changed completely. So
Yeah.
maybe he's doing the same shit. It's probably gonna become like fucking Kaiser, man. Imagine hiding in the shadows.
Nah, if he wanted to become Kaiser, he would actually do jump maps.
True, true, true. Now, in the same light, uh, in your opinion, who's the most
Mhm.
underrated player in your eyes?
Underrated?
Like, let's say I talk about one player who has
Mhm.
been winning, and I just say, okay, this guy's insanely good. This guy's goaded, but in your heart you know that this guy is fucking garbage, and he's not as good as he seems. Like, who fits that character in your
I would
opinion?
say I really don't want to call him out because
Oh, don't
I
make
I
it
really
personal.
I have some beef between me and him.
Okay.
But CR3,
Ooh.
because that's the thing, is that one, he never plays serious at all, which to be honest I don't really care about. But the fact that he will just sit there, air shot you, and fight you only on the pillars is kind of a dumb move.
Yeah.
And then when you're standing still to like check something, he's just gonna farm you the entire time.
Dude, this happened to me. Fuck, bro. I thought he was just being a fucking dickhead to me, but I was playing against Smosey.
CR3. Oh,
CR3, yeah.
Smosey.
And no, I was trying to play against Smosey, right?
Oh.
I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of winning, almost dominated him.
Alright.
However, there was this fucking dumbass named CR3 joined the fucking server and kept on airshotting me or like splashing me. And he
Yeah,
would every
that.
time I try to fucking chase, cause I have 130 ping, I can't really chase, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for me to chase. I did kill him a couple times, but
Yeah.
he kept on talking like I did something wrong, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, retard," and shit, etc. So I got a little bit pissed off him. But I do see where you're coming from. He is. I mean, I wouldn't say he's underrated though.
Yeah.
Like, he's just bad. The way he
Yeah.
plays is bad. The way he like acts is bad. It's nothing like. It's not. It's a trolly cringe way of playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's an underrated player. I just that's just a bad player. I think you should
Yeah,
put that
fair.
guy in the fucking worst player, in my opinion. So you want to
Well,
change
I
or
mean,
no?
other than him, I don't really know who else to add, unless you want to be a volunteer. But
Okay, I have a very I have a very base take,
all right,
but
go ahead.
I don't I don't think you'll like it though.
Just go ahead, say it. I don't care about stuff.
I feel like Aquag is very underrated. Sorry, no, I was gonna say overrated. Sorry, but
Yeah, fair.
underrated, underrated.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that I just might agree with you because um when I fought him
What?
and everything on EU, um I will say he cheated in our duel, but
He no
um
clipped.
yeah, he did. He did it twice actually, two times. And
Holy shit. Though.
I will say the times that I fought him on EU, he definitely said when I beat him, he said that his playstyle wasn't meant to fight someone like me.
But wait, hold on. I think I just fucked up the underrated part. Wait, I described it so wrong. Holy shit, my brain is so far. I just played League of
I
Legends
think
the
that's
other
why I
day.
chose tier 3.
Yeah, hold on. Underrated is some. Underrated is somebody that's like, uh, people don't really talk about, but is very good at the game. Like, some fucking unknown player or like, uh, somebody who you think is just good at the game, but nobody actually talks about.
Mm,
That's what I meant to say.
yeah,
Holy shit, I'm
I
talking.
would also say a quag at that time.
Yeah, I do feel like he's that just the way he plays is so fucking smooth. It's so weird. He's
Yeah.
so smooth at the game. But I don't know. I feel like this is another French guy named PVS. I don't think you know him, but he has that AQuag and my kind of playstyle, and he's
Oh
nobody
no,
really
he's a
talks
mixture of
about
you.
him, huh?
He has a mixture of you and a quag. Oh no.
Like he has what's it called? Fucking weird way of playing, but he has the pace of fucking Aquag. He has the pace. He's very consistent at that pace.
Oh man,
So
great.
so I would say he's
We have
very
an extra
underrated.
Norwegian.
No, he's French, bro. He's a hella French.
Uh,
Oh wait, Eero, that
uh,
Norwegian motherfucker, bro. He is underrated, man. Holy. I mean, he's getting raped every day, but that motherfucker is. He might be top five, man. He might be top five one day, inshallah.
nah, I'd ruin his reputation and belief.
You would.
Yeah.
On okay. Now we'll go to the actual thing. Overrated
Oh,
player.
alright.
Somebody at
Overrated.
the spotlight. People talk about every single fucking day, but you don't like. You don't find him good. Like for example, Kaiser. He's sure he's good, but he's fucking British, so I hate him. Fuck him. That's a like that's an example.
uh, hasn't Rarity made himself a name in the community?
Uh, he has made his okay. He has made a name, but it's not a good name, and I'm in.
Yeah, fair.
So
Uh,
yeah.
I would say, in my opinion, I mean, just looking at the people, I would definitely say iMicro.
True. That is so fucking true. Okay, you're the only person who said that. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Micro and Fredelex. Those are the two people I would say.
Like, I don't know how they got top 10. Like dead ass. Have you seen Duck's server thing where they have
Yeah,
like ranks and shit? Let me
yeah,
find this. Let me
I
find
have.
this. Leaderboard. iMicro. Oh, he's not fucking here. But fucking iMicro was like fucking rank 3 or rank 4 or some shit like that. And I was like,
Yeah,
what? And I've played against him, and he seems just bad. Like, there's no
yeah,
way of
because
saying it.
I mean, I will say he definitely put up a fight when I fought him because he definitely did better than Fredelex for sure. Because when I
100%.
fought Fredelex I fought Fredelex on NA and EU. On NA, he got 10-1. I won. And then when I fought him on EU, it was 10-0. I won again. And then the first time I ever fought iMicro, I wasn't warmed up or anything. I fought him, and it was 10-5.
Yeah, man, I played
And
against
I felt like
iMicro
you,
as well, but like,
yeah,
that was at my very early stages. So I
yeah,
wouldn't even put him at there. But even when I played him at my amateur, I don't want to say amateur, more like my way of practicing my market gun for S6s. So I wasn't even that into MJ at that time, and I still was able to kill iMicro consistently. So I don't know how iMicro won the fucking tournament. How the fuck did this dude win a fucking tournament, bro?
I think the two people, I'm pretty sure there was two people at least that that were really good entered the tournament, and I'm pretty sure that he or like they just ended one ended up quitting, I think, I'm not sure, but eventually they fell out, and he was the only other somewhat decent player who actually understood stuff. So I'm
Uh,
pretty sure that he just trampled through, I
because I'm
think.
looking at the lower bracket. So basically, iMicro plays against some guy named Samster 4-0, 4 out of 4 reset, and then he goes to Ravix 4-3, 4 out of 4 resets. So it's kind of close. The same thing happens to Sweeney and iMicro 4-3, 4 out of 4 resets. But in the grand finals, Apple versus iMicro. I think is the fucking grand finals. Yeah, it is. He got 4-0, 2 out of 4 resets, and Apple fucking killed again. He won against Kaiser and Atefi. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think iMicro just got an easy fucking what's it called matchup, and that's how we won.
Yeah.
And just looking at this bracket, bro, White, Kaiser, Lexa, fucking hell. Yeah, White left. I think White would have won that tournament if he stayed.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is. Amaker is very overrated. I thought he was like goaded. It was like one of the most fucking what's it called celebrated player, one of the best.
Yeah.
But nah, he's just garbage. With all due respect, okay. With all due respect, don't wanna disrespect another Norwegian, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
but he is from Bergen, okay. So he is not actually Norwegian. He's just a fake Norwegian. Cause like, have you seen him speak Norwegian before?
I have.
How does it sound like?
I don't know. I have
Nobody
heard him, I
knows.
swear. It's
Nobody
just
knows.
the I don't really want to like disrespect. But he definitely speaks like you would in Norwegian.
What? Me? I do
Yeah.
not sound
Speak
like
Norwegian
him.
real quick.
Ok, så jeg gikk til butikken, og jeg kjøpte en burger og sånne greier. Does he
Yeah,
speak like
he
that?
has he has a higher pitched voice, but it's similar.
What? Bro, what is
Yeah,
his ego, man? The way he
I
speaks
don't know.
is like Icelandic in a way, if that makes sense. I don't think he speaks Norwegian. I think he speaks like Icelandic, actually, like straight up.
Mm,
He sounds very not Norwegian, if that makes sense. But we talked a lot about fucking MJ, man. Holy shit,
yeah,
for fucking 1 hour. Is there anything you want to talk about or discuss? Like any topics you're really interested about?
we go gym.
We go gym. Or what the wait, what is that? We go gym.
We go gym. We go gym now.
What the fuck is that? What is that, man?
There's a video on that where the guy literally just screams into the camera.
Is that fucking some gym guy who's like obsessed with
Here,
physique or some
here.
shit?
I'll send it to you, just so that way you could have it in the video.
Let me see this. We go gym. We go gym. Okej brorsan, om jag ser på det här. Alltså fucking video brorsan.
Yeah,
Hold
it's a
on.
video.
Let me see this.
That's the only video I could find on it. Is a remix
What she's
of
trying
a
to
song.
say.
We go gym. I love these fucking remixes. Holy shit.
Yeah,
He's so fucking hard
those are
baked.
fun. I mean, unless you want to get into my personal life, and since that's basically kind of like the only topic we haven't gotten on.
You want to?
If you want to, I'm fine with it.
Where do we even begin?
Oh,
Describe us when you were born. No,
nah.
fucking tell us about being so young and in this kind of like spotlight as one of the you know one of the better players in this era. I was suppose I was like
I would say that you get a lot of stress from it because, you know, you always have these kind of like people who are always looking up to you, and always thinking that you're so high up that you can't physically be touched, or
yeah
that you're so good that you can defeat any person you want to if you really tried.
yeah
And when you have a young mind that isn't really that well developed and not really that adapt to contain that sort of information,
Mhm.
it's really difficult to handle it because most people would drop out as soon as they realize that. But really, you just have to play. You could think of it as kind of a deck of cards. You have to play your cards correctly
Yeah.
if you really want to have the right mindset, the right train of thought, and all of this other stuff. Because if you keep playing your cards right, eventually you will get to the point to where you're kind of like Cosmic, except you play a lot more often and you actually enjoy the regular game.
Yeah. It's a weird journey in my opinion. Like
Yeah,
the way you describe it, I'm kind of reaching that point. Like when I was beginning doing these tournaments, it was like the only reason why I did these tournaments is just so I could get the pro players to play.
yeah,
And like, but the stress of like the tournaments and like DMing everybody and like being trying to uphold that fucking Green Goblin legacy is just so fucking mentally taxing that
yeah,
most tournaments I would just lose. I would just lose because of how mentally drained I was, and I played 5, 6, 4 hours of MJ. Like it was so mentally taxing,
yeah,
and so whenever I would lose against one guy, people in the fucking VC were just like, "He's washed, he's garbage," and it's like, bro, come on, bro,
yeah.
show some like
Uh,
it is like taxing, man. It's just mentally taxing. But yeah, you ever
in
feel
in
like that?
my uh, you remember the times where you basically forced me to take a break from
Basically,
EMGL
yeah,
and MGA. Those were the times where the stress really got to me, and a lot of other things just kept pouring on.
yeah,
Because even if you think of it, you probably don't know, but during those times as well, I was having IRL expectations also get to me
yeah,
because of school and other friends. They always expect you to do this one thing, and when you don't do it, they're really uh disappointed in you,
yeah.
and they get
Disappointed.
really angry at you.
It's fucking hard to like be at that kind of performance, especially in like a game like MJ, because it's not
Yeah.
like fucking. I've always said this. Uh, People can never become like me, mainly because back in I would say this. I'm gonna say this. Back in my prime, and I'm saying this very honestly, my
Yeah.
prime, like I'm kind of yes, I'm improving, sure, but at my prime when I was playing 5, 6 hours empty server or when it was pros, my mentality was the only reason why I was winning. And
Yeah.
like, it's not like CS:GO or like Valorant where you can like play one game and wait for the queue and where you can like just walk around, relax a little bit, take a break. In MJ, you just keep on playing and playing and playing and playing.
Yeah.
It's
It
so
it's like you have to
intense.
constantly play at a high pace to stay
Yeah,
alive.
and that's the reason why I was so good at like being like so fast and so consistent at the other amateur players, and that's why I became so like good. But
Well known.
yeah, well known. And it's like, but me, if I had that mentality now, like I stopped doing EMGL and all this shit, and I just kept on playing and playing. Sure, it will make it way easier to improve, but there's just
Yeah.
so many shit in life and shit that just makes it very mentally taxing.
Yeah,
You've
it's
experienced it, man. You've experienced it.
yeah, I have.
It's fucked. It's very hard to like, I guess, keep consistent. We talked about this
Yeah.
before with being consistently good and shit. So
Which is why I've learned to adapt in many ways. I've uh I've definitely talked in certain to certain people, I should say. And um what I've learned is that you don't really need many aspects to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
It's the matter of you have to focus. You kind of have to just dig it down into two separate kind of holes, you know, or separate them into different aspects.
Yeah.
Once you've done that, at that point it's basically just um hey, this is really easy. I can get this out of the way. Once I've done that, I can get this out of the way.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that's probably a good way to do it because of like for example, if I put my school and MGA, I have very high expectations from my parents to have very good grades in that, which of course is a good thing. Um, I have pretty easy classes. I will say, however, that there are some things to where I cannot control. For example, my science class. Probably a
Yeah.
couple days
Science.
ago, there was this guy who I sat with for like a week. He just constantly slept during the whole class. I literally couldn't do any of my work because it would be either a group project or I would have to do the work for him. So I was, you could say I was balancing two people's work in one mind.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah. And, uh, so I'm over here kind of doing different, aspects of work to finish, and I'm here playing MGA because, in my opinion, uh, school is important, yeah. But I can definitely say that once you have made it to the certain point, uh, kind of like me, I come from a certain part of the of NA, and I've transferred to, um, I should say, a place where people aren't as smart as they are where I'm from.
Okay.
And so I'm not saying to move or anything. It's more so just you have to adapt and make it so that way you aren't overwhelming your brain.
Yeah.
Because once you have overwhelmed your brain, you're gonna realize that there's a lot more stuff that is going to happen, which is what happened at my previous school. My
Uh.
previous school, they just they kept giving you assignments and assignments, and they were all high assignments, and you had to do them within an hour or like a day, and they gave you 20 assignments. You're over here working from 7 a.m. or like 6 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m. at night, and it isn't fun.
Yeah, it's
And also the
fucking
fact that they
hard,
don't
man.
teach you is horrible,
It's
as you
fucking hard.
described it.
Especially being at the level you are at right now, with like being literally a rank one and shit, and dealing with all these other things.
Yeah,
It is hard to improve because of all these mental blocks, but
but eventually you will
yeah,
get past them.
eventually you just go past them, and that's in my opinion where you reach that level of like becoming great, when you can finally like, cause mentally it'll
Yeah.
be fucking hard, man. I swear to God, it'll be so hard. But when you reach that final little stage of like, but like destroying that stupid ass wall, and you finally can like actually progress, it's so good, man. It's like that. That's I think that's one of the points where somebody like Kaiser or like Cosmic or like all these players, even in like Valorant and CS:GO and shit, all these players, they had that one moment or one like 6 month long fucking mental block, and they just like completely like,
Overcame it.
yeah, overcame it. And I feel like we just, this generation or this gen, especially Gen 10, Gen 9,
Hmm.
it's like the moment we like go past that fucking wall, I feel like it's just, you know, we
Yeah.
can progress finally, but it's hard. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, the honestly, if if someone feels down, in my opinion, I will always just say never give up. Just keep trying. Even though, yeah, I've also had those times, and I've honestly debated on quitting MGA at a very young time, like even before I even reached a year experience. Um,
Yeah.
in my opinion, you're always going to be drawn back to the one thing that you love and the one thing that you like, stuff like that. And in my opinion, you should just keep battling uh what you're going through because if you keep battling it, that's going to show resistance. And resistance is going to make your mentality stronger.
Yeah.
Once you make your mentality stronger, it will improve you a lot.
Yeah, I like that, man. But I've been talking for like 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's enough, man. We talked a lot about
Yeah.
MJ and the mental difficulties of being rank one and this great at this age and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's been fun talking to you, Cosmo.
You
And
too. Cool.
is there anything you want to say before we leave? Anything? Like,
Well,
I
not
got a
really.
TikTok. Watch
Nah.
MJ, some shit like that. No.
Nah.
I got
Nah.
Instagram. No, nothing.
I will say I probably will end up posting more on YouTube.
Your Instagram?
Nah, I don't have Instagram.
Oh damn, bro. Fucking TikTok dance, bro. I'm gonna make one. I swear to God, my face reveal will just be me like a, what's it called? A fucking TikTok. Yeah, yeah. What's it called? What's it called? The
I
Spanish
sent
thing.
what's Spanish?
The
Hello?
fucking no, the Brazil song, bro.
Oh, the Brazil song.
I'll fucking dance to that. That'll be my face reveal. But yeah. Anyways, it's been fun talking to you, Cosmo.
You too.
Uh, yeah, I'll just end the podcast here.